Hey everybody, Todd Michael Putnam here again with D&D Creative Table Designs and running another adventure. This particular one is Against the Storm Giants. I did one, I got other ones coming up against different types of giants, but this one here is Against the Storm Giants. And then it's just here the characters are in their Spelljammer ship that can fly, and they fly up high into the clouds and to go take the fight to the Storm Giants themselves, who are leading the giants in battle against the humans and other races to subjugate them to their will, since they see they are beneath them. And in this case, so the idea behind it here basically is that the storm giants, I see them as masters of air, water, and lightning, because they're obviously up in the clouds where they shoot, where they live in their storms and whatnot. And so the clouds are a mixture of air and water. And of course, they are able to harness and handle lightning. So their castle itself is a mixture of air and water. Sometimes the water, in this case, is frozen. What they do is they freeze the water in order to produce rooms and walls and whatnot from the clouds itself. And that's what produces their castle. So they have these columns of frozen ice capped off by clouds above it. And they've got an ice throne there with skulls in it that shows the kind of power that they have at their disposal. And so when the players first come and they make it to the castle itself, the first thing that's going to happen is all kinds of minor air and water elementals are just going to flood the ship and go and attack them. They're more of a nuisance than anything else, but it's just the number of attacks. They're just swamping the players on their ship and attacking with various air and water attacks. More of a nuisance, but there's so many of them, that's what causes the challenge. That's what makes it difficult. When the players are finally able to drop down their plank and get in through, the first 3 rooms that they have when they walk in, they are met with a variety of invisible stalkers here. There's a number of invisible stalkers that are guarding in this room here. And then there's also a Behir, which is a lizard that shoots lightning bolts out. And each of these groups acts as a guardian. There's a magical portal button there, and then there's another one, magical portal rune, I should call it, here. And when each of the 2 monster sets have been defeated, that's when the magic wall between this area here gets removed, and the players can make it out to the first section of the Storm Giant's castle. When they go into the next room, they follow this hallway. Then there is a Dao there. I believe that's how it's pronounced. A Dao there is sort of like an air elemental genie kind of guy. And he does battle with them in this very small, tight area where they don't have a whole lot of room to escape and maneuver. And they can't, even though the players have more attacks than the Dao does, the fact that it's bottled up helps prevent at least the melee attackers from getting too many swings in at one time. Once they've defeated that, then they circle around and they come to here, and there's a pair of regular air elementals that are guarding the stairs that go up into the actual Storm Giant's lair, where the Storm Giant himself resides. 2 air elementals, as you can imagine, can do quite a bit of damage and be with projectiles and throwing people about and whatnot. They make for quite the fight. And once the players have defeated the 2 of them, then they go up to here to the main fights. And here's where the Storm Giant and his advisor, his court advisor, wait. And as soon as they come, the Storm Giant summons forth a giant air elemental for them to do battle with before he even bothers engaging with them himself. And they have to defeat this. And then once the giant air elemental or elder air elemental has been destroyed, then the Storm Giant himself and his mage advisor steps into battle from his throne and begins hurling lightning bolts and doing all the fun things that Storm Giants do. And then if they survive, then they get the treasure, and they have destroyed, of course, one of the leaders of the giants that are fighting against all of humanity. So that's the basic concept behind it. The build of it here is actually deceptively simple. All those clouds is just dowel counting. That's all it is, and not dowel stuffing there. The ship, of course, is from WizKids, the Falling Star. I've had that for a while now. The ice catacombs here are the original ice, not the original, I'm sorry, the dry bus translucent ice caverns from Dwarven Forge. And the light coming up underneath is from the Dwarven Forge light panels. Those light panels I got from the Hellscape Kickstarter, and I got several of those. I think I got like 12 or 13 of them in this particular build. And when you put those light panels, you put the translucent on top of it, and you get this wonderful glowing effect as the light shines up through. And then, of course, you put some dowel stuffing around it for cottons and have the light, and it just gives this sort of magical ethereal type effect. So that works out great. And I just have a pair of 24 by 24 inch clear plexiglass plates, put them on. Then I have literally just short glasses for the lower level, and then 22 ounce tumblers underneath here for the higher level, 4 of them. And that's it. The columns here, the columns of frozen water, are actually from Skyless Realms Kickstarter. It's a 3D print, which is fantastic. And this throne, I honestly cannot remember where I got it from. I know I got it off of eBay or Amazon, and I'm just drawing a blank entirely. It is not this color. It is pitch black, and I had it repainted so that it was white and blue, so I could use it for any kind of a frost giant or even or a storm giant lightning type throne or anything like that. So I just had that repainted for that effect. And that's it. That's everything that's in this build. Of course, and the sky mat, I believe, is from Noble Knight Games. But if it's not Noble Knight Games, then it's Deep Cut Studios or Warzone Studios, P-Works Gaming, whatever, the usual guys that I get my gaming maps from. And that's it. And that's the nature of the build. Hope you guys like it, and I'll look forward to hearing your comments and letting me know what you would do or how you might change it. Thanks for checking it out. Take care. Bye.